Hi everybody, good evening. It is Saturday the 20th of April 2013. I am knackered, do apologise. Haven't long woken up from a nap. I've been out a bit today, so tired. Anyway, let's carry on, shall we? Here we go. Season 11 continues with the second chapter of Argo. Okay, as you can see there, Booster Gold and Clark Kent with the Legion ring. Well, actually, if you read last week's first chapter, you will have noticed how Clark and Booster both got transported to the future, aka the 31st century, where they're standing in front of a smashed down statue of Superman. So already he's been well revered, and you know, he is a legend in the future. So we're back in today's present time. Skeets is wandering around Metropolis, and this little kid Billy shows up again. I'm sure this is Billy Batson. I'm sure that Brian, you're teasing us. That's all I'm going to say. You are teasing us. But it's funny, right? He actually goes, "Oh my gosh, Mum, that's Skeets," and his mum's like, "Billy, I don't know where you learned that word, young man." I didn't realise Skeets was a curse word. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. Skeets eventually finds the watchtower, and if of course you all remember what they did to Tess, they brought her back to life. As such, obviously she was still living inside Lex's mind, so they brought her back to life, but in a digital form. And I have to say, she does look interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Anyway, sorry. So Tess and Skeets have a conversation with each other. He's asking about purchasing a land with a 1,000-year lease. And when I read that bit, my first thought this guy is beyond patient, beyond loyal to Booster. I don't think Booster realises just how loyal Skeets is to him. It's just, I mean, 1,000-year lease, and Tess is like, right, okay, right, that's an interesting favour. But before he asks her that, there is a little conversation between them where you kind of think to yourself, if Skeets was in a male sort of form of a body, I think him and Tess would get on really well. That's all I'm saying on that. That's all I'm going to say. If you've seen The Lawnmower Man, you kind of would understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, in the future, 1,000 years later, we've got Booster and Clark finding out what exactly is happening. It's interesting that even Clark asks Booster, he's from the 25th century, how is it he was able to get one of their rings in the first place. Booster doesn't even answer the question. Well, he doesn't. He sidesteps the question, which is then when Skeets appears. Booster is like, "Oh God, he's here." And when Clark asks him, you know, how did you well, Booster was the one who asked Skeets, "How did he get here?" And when he tells him, I'm just like, wow, 1,000 years. That's just, I mean, what patience. That's all I'm going to say. As I said earlier, that's epic patience. So anyway, so Clark is trying to figure out where the Legion is, because obviously they're in the 31st century. So where are they? Suddenly, something is hurtling towards Earth, and it's about to crash. So Clark changes, and it's amazing how he says, "Get the civilians clear of the crash zone." And Booster's like, "Why?" "Because I've never caught a spaceship before." He saved people from a spaceship, but as he says, he's never caught a spaceship before. This is a guy who pushed away a flipping planet, and he's saying he's never caught a spaceship before. Go figure. On the spaceship itself, we have Garth and Brainiac 5. They're having an interesting conversation between each other. Garth basically actually says we never should have rehabilitated you, which is that Brainiac 5 had not been had been brought to life, kind of thing. But they're obviously prisoners on this ship that's crashing towards Earth. So Brainiac 5 and Garth are both going to stop these bad guys. Whereas Garth wants to like go full power. You know, Brainiac is telling him to ease off, so he's like, okay, fine, I'll just stun them only, whatever. Oh, but it's okay, but they can attack us and shoot us, alright? Yeah, fine. But what I love about Brainiac 5 is that he's just so calm and serene. But that's Brainiac 5 all over. If you've read all the Legion of Superheroes comic books, you'll know that's what Brainiac 5 is all about. He's just so calm, he's so serene, he just gets on with things. Because he's got this 12th level intelligence, he's just calm. In the face of danger. I mean, he always likes to just examine things as they occur right in front of him. So he's constantly, that brain of his is just going round and round, never ending basically. Of course, when they both take the bad guys down, by the time that happens, as I say, the ship is about to crash. But just at that moment, Superman appears, shows up, hits, it makes an impact with the spaceship, and making sure that the booster is getting rid of the civilians down below. And by the time the ship has landed, he's managed to get it down. I love how he says, "Remind me to tell Oliver I caught a freaking spaceship." Okay, fair enough. That's one way to brag. But dude, you're Superman. Why would you then need to tell Oliver that you caught a spaceship? It's not like as if he's going to do the same thing, is it? Is it? I hope not. So Garth and Brainiac 5 are happy to see Superman again. So he's wondering, what it is that they were doing in a ship that's crashing down. Incidentally, I know I keep saying Garth. It's Lightning Lad for those of you who are not too familiar with the Legion of Superheroes. So Garth is Lightning Lad. His full name is Garth Rands. Okay, so Lightning Lad, and his sister is Lightning Lass. I can't remember her first name, but he has a sister who's got similar powers as well. But wait till you meet the older brother. That's all I'm going to say. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. Apparently, these guys have to submit them. These bad guys that had Brainiac 5 and they had Lightning Lad in custody. Brainiac 5 was rescuing Lightning Lad, and when he did, as I say, they've come to realise that something's not right. Even Superman's asking, is the Legion at war with Earth? And Brainiac is pointing into the sky, saying, nothing quite so simple, I'm afraid. And he shows shows Superman who the enemy of Earth is. And when he looks up, he's like, that can't be possible. That can't be possible. I'm not even going to say what he shows him or what Brainiac even says at the end, because you really have got to read it to figure out what could be causing who Earth is at war with right now. So yeah, I can't wait for next week's chapter now. That's all I'm going to say. I really, really can't wait. How this is going to open the doors to what's to come is going to be amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, fantastic all round again as usual. I just want to quickly say that obviously this week on Thursday we celebrated 75 years of Superman, and also Lois Lane as well, which I think has been absolutely astounding. You know how Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster have introduced those characters, as well as Perry White, Jimmy Olsen, and the other characters of Lex Luthor as well. So Superman pretty much kicked off the era of superheroes, and is still going really strong even 75 years later. So the other thing is, if you didn't already know, on Wednesday, the very first trade paperback volume 1 of Smallville season 11, Guardian, has been released. Check it out. There it is, the awesome cover done by Cat Staggs right there, and inside is all the very first number of chapters. I think it was 5 chapters that there's in here. Well, sort of like 5 issues per se, maybe more actually. And they've put them all together. I think it's 5 or 6, because it probably is 6, yeah, because of the obviously it did say it's volume 1, so I think it's 6 because there's 12 chapters altogether. So Guardian, which is where we get to meet Hank Henshaw for the first time, and obviously what happens to him is pretty bad. We find out that Chloe from Earth 2 has arrived to give them a message here on Earth 1. Lex has infused Superman with a radiated isotope that allows him to track his movements, so therefore him and Lois can't be together. It is absolutely fantastic. And towards the back we have some epic sketches done by Kat and a few other artists, including Gary Frank, Ryan Benjamin as well, and even Pierre Perez as well, with his various Superman costume designs as well. So it is fantastic. So if you haven't got it, get yourself a copy. It's definitely worth it. I will be giving this away. Okay, I don't really need to keep this because I've got them all on digital chapters. I've got all the individual issues, so I'm perfectly fine. I'm sorted. So someone out there is going to win this copy. It is just volume 1. So there you go. You are going to win that copy. Okay. Actually, no. I'll tell you what. I will change it in that when I've got both volumes, I'll give both volumes away together. So when the second volume comes out, you'll get all of the both volumes together. So that'll be something interesting. So there you go. Right, that's it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm now going to enjoy the rest of my evening. Let me know, I'm knackered. Beautiful day here in Newcastle. Sun is shining. We've got fantastic weather at last. Anyway, thank you all very much. See you later. Bye.